Please be seated.
Gwini ushul, to ochus arm fáilte go live goléir an shotnu go colóis de riagaliana na Héireann, istig iver sé shroid Kildare, agus go mórmhór na baltriachta nua tágwing anew. Ladies and gentlemen, you're all so welcome to the membership conferring ceremony here today at our home here in 6 Kildare Street. And a special welcome to all our new members and their guests. And this week you will join 272 new members from 20 different countries. And we're delighted to meet you all here today. Here in number 6 Kildare Street, this building captures and nurtures our long heritage. Our Heritage Centre has attained accredited museum status, an award that recognises our dedication to caring for our collections to the highest standards. And we have ambitious plans to grow our museum and open this rich heritage and our medical history increasingly to the public and a wider audience. All around you here in this room and through the building, there are portraits, sculptures, and items that reflect our central role in the history of medicine in Ireland and abroad. And today, you join their ranks and join all of us on your lifelong journey and career through medicine. This is an exciting time for you in your careers, and one that you have earned through your hard work, your determination, and your dedication, as well as the support of those around you. So well done and Comhordicus. And now, before declaring the ceremony of the Royal College of Physicians of Ireland open, may I introduce the platform party. Dr. Mirza Mohammed, BSG Trainee Committee Paediatrics Representative. Professor Edward McKeown, Dean of the Institute of Medicine. Dr. Judith Mean, Dean of the Faculty of Paediatrics. Dr. Diarmuid O'Shea, President of the Royal College of Physicians of Ireland. Professor Trevor Duffy, Director of Healthcare Leadership, and our mace bearer, Ms. Harriet Wheelock, Keeper of Collections. And I'm Dr. Joan Parr, Vice President of the Royal College of Physicians of Ireland. So this is a meeting of the Royal College of Physicians of Ireland for the purpose of conferring membership, which I now declare open. With your permission, President, I will now proceed with the conferring ceremony.
Please proceed.
Before we formally admit you all as members, you will hear from Professor Duffy, our Director of Healthcare Leadership.
Wearing these gowns is a hazard in itself. Isn't this a great day? I have to say, I don't think there's a single member of the platform party who isn't in a little way just jealous of you. And I have to say, I've been involved in these ceremonies for the past couple of years, and it's probably the only event of public speaking where I feel a little bit of nerves also, because it's such an important day for you all. I think it's the culmination of an awful lot of hard work, and you really need to take a moment to reflect on the day, reflect on the efforts you've put in, why you've worked so hard, clap each other on the back, and also give your loved ones a bit of a hug for all the support they've given you over the years. The positives of this is you're now, through the membership, joining a college of your peers. And the way I kind of term it is, if you just look around the hall and look at all of these grand pictures of old gentlemen, almost all, unfortunately, gentlemen, this is now your professional family. Okay, so while I say we would all be in a small way jealous of you and today's celebrations, we also unfortunately are an awful lot older than you, and we've had an awful lot of water under the bridge. And what we understand is that you've had troubles to get here. It hasn't been an easy path, and that the career of a doctor can be a difficult one. So while today is a celebration, we're very conscious that you'll face an awful lot of challenges in your future. And that's really the purpose of the college, and that's really the purpose of the Division of Healthcare Leadership, is to reflect on professional affairs, professionalism, and most importantly, provide this family and a home for you in difficult times and in good times. When you find things are getting on top of you, you have your colleagues here, you have the college here to support you. So really, if I was to leave you with one message, is this college is your college, and it survives because of your efforts. And we really want you to get involved and stay involved, no matter where you are on the globe. So congratulate you all, I congratulate your families, and enjoy the day.
Thank you, Professor Duffy. And when he invites people to get involved, I think our next speaker is a very good example of that, who was very recently, as in this week, conferred with membership. And here he is speaking to you as the BST Trainee Committee paediatric representative. So I'm calling on Dr. Misra Mohammed, please.
Thank you, President, fellows, and members. It is my honor, my privilege, and my duty to represent you and to work on your behalf with the college to improve the quality of our medical education and of the training that we receive. I am sincerely delighted to be here in person today to extend my heartfelt congratulations on your remarkable accomplishment of achieving membership of this college. It was no longer ago, as Dr. Power has said, just on Monday, that I was sitting at your place, and it is still fresh in my memory, the number of hours and months and the years of hard work and efforts to reach this goal. The effort you put into your life, all the sacrifices that you have made today have paid off, and you should just be proud of yourself and of your accomplishments. As members of the RCPI, you have distinguished yourselves as the brightest and best physicians of your generation. You stand apart as the group of doctors who will lead the profession for the generation to come. Your graduation today leads you one step closer to specialization in your respective field of interest and towards being a leader within our healthcare service, and marks a significant milestone in your career progression as well as your success. Today must be a joyful day, a day of celebration, to be shared with your family, friends, peers, and fellows. But please remember, this is not just an end, but indeed a turning point. From now on, you will have a shared responsibility in shaping our profession, deciding its evolution, and supporting and being the active creator of all the necessary progress to serve at the best of our possibilities this country and all the needs of the citizens at their most vulnerable point in their lives. You will have the moral duty to put the talents and skills you have proven through many challenges and adversities to teach and to guide your junior colleagues and to ensure they achieve and maintain the same high standards of clinical and academic excellence that you yourselves have so brilliantly demonstrated. In this room, we all know these exams aren't easy, and many of us were tested to our own very limits, but they are a goal worth achieving. So please guide your fellow doctors to the same success you now so deservedly enjoy. I am delighted to see that many of you have friends and family members here. The support of your beloved ones has got you here is no small measure, and sharing and rejoicing with you, and for you, for your success is the highest form of love, and yes, of teamwork as well. Finally, now that the exams are over, you no doubt have more spare time on your hands. I would suggest you to use this period to take stock of your achievement and to think what direction you would like your career to take. With that bit of extra time you have, I would also invite you and encourage you to join us in the Trainees Committee in working with the RCPI to bring about positive changes that will benefit you and benefit the doctors who follow in your footsteps. I'm sure over your engagement so far with the college, you have all seen what works well, but also the things that we could do better. Now that you have both the insight and the authority to make a change, I really urge you all to work with me to keep making this college a better and better place for trainees, so we can be proud to be members of this noble institution. Proud of the fact that we can be part of receiving and providing world-class medical training, proud of the fact that we will always strive for better, and proud of the fact that we in this room are constantly working to safeguard the healthcare of the people of Ireland. Congratulations once again, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Mohammed. I'm now asking all the licentiates and members to stand, and we're going to read together the declaration for membership in your PACs. This is a little bit challenging, even for those who are bright enough to be members here, so let's see if we can get it right first time. So reading the declaration, and if we can read it together. I do hereby solemnly and sincerely promise that I'll observe and obey the statutes, bylaws, and regulations of this college relating to members, and will submit to such penalties as may be lawfully imposed for any neglect or infringement of them, including the erasure of my name from the list of members and the surrender of my diploma of membership received from the college. I further promise and declare that I will, to the best of my ability, do all things in the practice of my profession for the honour of the college and the good of the public. I further promise and declare that I will not keep open shop for the sale of medicines or endeavour to obtain practice or to attract public notice by any unworthy means, nor will I either permit or sanction the use of my name by any other person for such purpose, or in connection with any secret remedy, and in the case of any doubt relative to the true meaning of this engagement, I promise to submit to the judgment of the college. I now call upon the President, Dr. Diarmuid O'Shea, to formally admit the new licentiates and members-elect collectively to membership of the college.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as President, I hereby admit you collectively as licentiates and members of the Royal College of Physicians of Ireland. Congratulations to you.
Congratulations to all our new members, and may I ask you to be seated. I will now ask each member to come forward in turn and receive your parchment as your name is called. Miswar Abdul Halim, Pediatrics. Shata Abdul Ab Al-Hamid Abu Ali, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Firaz Mudahar Al-Dawab Ahmed, General Medicine. Miriam Al-Rassi, General Medicine. Kurat Ulan Hassan Ali, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Tiago Do Amaral, General Medicine. Tiveshalini Arunan, Pediatrics. Mohammed Naveen Ashraf, Pediatrics. Shema Mohammed Asal, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Andrew Patrick Clark, General Medicine. Kabir Singh Dillon, General Medicine. Khadija El Tigani Hassan El Musharraf, General Medicine. Anna Garami, General Medicine. Naim El Malbrook Khalifa Gerbel, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Susavan Ghosh, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Sumaira Hafiz, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Aideen Hanaho, General Medicine. Harry Hughes, General Medicine. Obianuju Rose Izugo, Pediatrics. Dia Jose, General Medicine. Kieran Kennedy, General Medicine. Sama Ahmed Kadir Ahmed, General Medicine. Sania Ishtiq Khan, Pediatrics. Tarini Khanna, General Medicine. Yeli Gleam, General Medicine. Shea Ista, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Safia Adam Sharif Mahmood, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Rua Abdullah S. Mansi, General Medicine. Michael McKenna, General Medicine. Komal Morpani, Pediatrics. Porrick Morrissey, General Medicine. Yogita Omidoro Musali, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Asma Musa Khan, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Sela Ashieng Ogoda, Pediatrics. Galalaldan Mokhtar Mahmood Osman, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Edmund Michael Power, Pediatrics. Mehranida Hamid Al-Qureshi, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Darren Rees, General Medicine. Yesher Sabir, Pediatrics. Sunandu Somu, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Alicia Suyon N, General Medicine. Catherine Taff, Obstetrics and Gynecology. And Isra Ali Zuman, Obstetrics and Gynecology. And in abstentia, I would also like to note Rehab Gafir Ibrahim Kalfala, Mahmoud Saladam Said Ahmed Khalifa, Ahmed Naguib Mohammed Khalil, Zinab Masood Khan, Vicky Kumar, John William Lanigan, Hawidi Omar Mahmoud Al-Sharif, So Ming Mong, Fatin Rida Hamid Mahmoud Mohammed, Mona Ahmed Mohammed El-Sawi, Ahmed Ali Ahmed Mohammed Ibrahim, Zahir Omar Hussein Mohammed, Honida Abdelgader Mohilidin, Asif Nabi, Mona El Sayed Mahmoud Nafi, Afshin Nazir, Mohammed Navid, Sahar Naz, Aber Mohammed Tag Elsir Mohammed Nosir, Emmanuel Nwandi Nuizu, Chima Onuuchi, Nosabi Osman Saeed Osman, and Sabrina Kadir. Congratulations to all. I now call on one of our new members, Dr. Khadija El-Tigani Hassan, to address you on behalf of the college.
Thank you. Thank you, President, fellows, and members. It's an enormous pleasure to join you in celebrating this significant achievement. Now that we've reached this considerable accomplishment, it's important to take a moment to acknowledge those who've been instrumental in supporting us throughout this journey. Thanks firstly to the college, the fellows and members with whom we work. Personally, as someone who proudly hails from Sudan, this moment carries even greater meaning. The opportunity to join the Royal College, particularly during a time when our home country is facing considerable challenges, fills me with immense gratitude. The acceptance and support we've received from this esteemed institution and our peers has been very overwhelming. This recognition allows us not only to represent Ireland, but also to carry the hopes of our fellow Sudanese professionals. To our patients, if you've ever found yourself in a hospital, you may recall the groups of trainees making their rounds, asking for volunteers to help us practice for our clinical exams. These incredibly patient individuals sat up in bed, allowing us to poke and prod them, all without asking why we're still hitting the books. To our supporters, our friends and families, both near and far, who must surely be wondering by now how many more exams could possibly remain. The life of an NCHC is a hectic one and at times lonely, but it's the unwavering support and understanding of those who stand by us that provides a sense of constancy as we move to job, city to city, and even country to country. It's their steady encouragement that keeps us grounded and motivated. Lastly, let's all acknowledge each other, our colleagues and now fellow members. We turn to one another for everything from that much-needed cup of coffee at 4 a.m. to a second pair of eyes for a turkey cannula, or even to vent about how tired we are. We've reached today's milestone together, and while the journey has been long and occasionally filled with complaints, it's also been rewarding and enjoyable thanks to all of you. Being entrusted with patient care is a tremendous responsibility and a privilege that allows us now to positively impact their lives. As we progress in our careers, we'll contribute to our teams and shape the future of our specialties both locally and globally. This global representation reflects only the high standards of education and training in Ireland and the commitment of its physicians to improving health outcomes worldwide. The college is its members. This is our college, and I'm very delighted to join it all with you here today. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. El-Musharraf. And indeed, collegiality is an investment that will reap many rewards over your years to come. So I'm now delighted to call on the President, Dr. Diarmuid O'Shea, to address you.
Guests, members and fellows, Tá fáilte Caligrove. And I was actually struck listening to Dr. Khadija there how important and powerful education is at a time of conflict and war, and how important a constructive welcome, as you highlighted, how important that is. So thank you for that. Today is a really proud day for you, your families, your friends who've all supported you over the years. And it's an absolute pleasure, as everybody on this platform has said, to welcome you here to 6 Kildare Street, our recently redecorated home, in case you didn't realise it had been done up. If you had time to engage in the Olympics and the Paralympics over the summer, and the stories of each of the athletes who represented their countries, I'm sure you'll have been struck by their commitment, their determination, their passion, and their focus. And unless you are a Kelly Harrington or a Kate Dunleavy or a Paul O'Donovan, the accolades that Olympians enjoy over their careers may elude us. But as doctors, our medal equivalent is seeing progress and improvement in healthcare delivery and patient outcomes. And this also takes a similar commitment, passion, determination, and focus, and teamwork, as does elite athletics. Everyone on this platform, and indeed others in this room, have shared this experience with you. And as Trevor, Joan, and An have said, we're fully aware of the commitment it takes. The hard hours, the study at night, the deferral of your social life while in a busy clinical job. And membership is a very significant achievement indeed, and a real career milestone, and it's one that we mark and celebrate with you today. Now armed with your membership, your connection with the college changes and evolves. Your confidence as a doctor continues to build. Each of us has our own reason for choosing medicine as a career, but you now become an integral part of the fabric and history of this college, as Joan has mentioned. We're a global and connected group of medical practitioners all over the world. Today, you become an ambassador for your college, but you also become a custodian of what the college was, what the college is, and what the college will do, and the contribution you make will be vital in the years ahead. I'm reminded regularly by the people I have the pleasure to work with and the patients I look after of doctors' commitments to a lifetime of continuous learning. We deal with new and increasing demands, often navigating uncharted waters, and Trevor referred to this, living with the uncertainty of patient outcomes, wondering how we can do more for our patients. Meeting these challenges is not rewarded with a medal, but with a sense of achievement and pride that emerges over the course of a career in medicine. The Royal College of Physicians is the largest and the oldest postgraduate medical training body in Ireland. We've got 6 postgraduate training bodies under our roof: paediatrics, occupational medicine, pathology, obstetrics and gynecology, public health, and the Institute of Medicine. And the man staring down from the middle, or the older man, he's not that old actually, he's 30. The man staring down in the middle of the picture there is John Stern. And he's our first president. And he founded the college in 1654 at the age of 30. And he died at the age of 45. Now that was a good innings back in 1654. So he was born 400 years ago, and we marked this milestone this year. And he founded the college to improve the training and practice of medicine, to improve patient care, and as a place for physicians to meet. And these founding principles remain very relevant in our world today. As both Trevor and Joan have said, we're surrounded by our medical heritage. People like Mary Hearn, William Stokes, Kathleen Lynn, Dominic Corrigan, Dorothy Stopper-Price, to name but a few. But all of them, experts in their fields, all outward-looking, each of them practicing medicine in an ever-changing landscape, as we all do today. And we must nurture and treasure their stories and your stories as they evolve and as part of our emerging heritage and history. The vision of this college is, in essence, a global community of doctors engaged and enabled to improve health. And today, the community you join is an international network of over 14,000 alumni in over 90 countries. And the impact of this global community of doctors is far more extensive than many appreciate. And we make this contribution to health by empowering and supporting our trainees, members, fellows, and indeed society to improve health through training, education, and advocacy. As Joan said, we're welcoming each of you, along with 271 new members from 20 countries this year, along with your guests. And some of you have travelled huge distances to be here today, so you're especially welcome. What you do every day makes a very real difference in people's lives. And the skills, knowledge, friendships, and networks that you develop during your training are the foundation and the launch pad of the medical careers you have ahead of you. I'm a geriatrician and a general physician, and I have the pleasure of knowing some of you here today, and indeed have worked with a number of you, so bear with me if you've heard my stories before. I'm privileged to meet many people in the job, and I occasionally ask them if they've any advice for me as a doctor of what I could do over the course of my career. And a 100-year-old man 2 weeks ago said to me, "It's an egg a day, doc." So I'm not an egg a day doctor person myself, but anyway. On a more serious note, in April of this year, we honoured Dr. Anthony Fauci to honorary fellowship of this college, and he received our Stern Medal in recognition of what he had done for medicine as an individual and at a global level. And among other things, I asked him what his advice was for each of us as individuals and as a postgraduate training body. Now, while of course he emphasised the importance of evidence-based care, science, research and technology, he also reminded us that we are not treating an illness or a disease. We are treating a person with a disease. And that, coming from a giant of modern-day medicine with all he has accomplished, was as inspiring as it was a relief. But he distilled down the roles we play in people's lives at the time of their greatest needs and stress to caring for the patient we look after. So by extension, that gives each of us a sort of a roadmap or a signpost of how we practice the art of medicine, something that cannot be replaced by computers and technology over the course of our careers. Weaving into the fabric of your practice core values, and I'm sure you will have others, like compassion, openness, kindness, empathy, and understanding for your patient and each other, will empower you to make an important difference to the health and well-being of your patients, to the healthcare system you work in, and as importantly, to yourselves. You are the future clinicians and leaders who will shape our health service delivery over the next years and decades. So, as both Dr. Kadiga and An said, Dr. Mirza, be an active contributor. Become involved in the college. You can become part of the culture change you would like to see across the continuum of healthcare. And that's as much a challenge as it is a privilege, knowing that you can be part of and lead a change in how healthcare and training are delivered. At times, these responsibilities can seem overwhelming, and clearly getting the balance right in relation to how much you do is really important. So you must make sure to look after yourself as well. And it should go without saying, but making time for yourself, for your family and your friends is essential. Across our institutes and faculties in our college, Professor Trevor Duffy, who you heard, leads the Department of Healthcare Leadership. Dr. Maeve Doyle is our Dean of Education, and Dr. Biagini is Chair of the Trainees Committee. So there are plenty of opportunities for you to become involved in the college. The trainee voice has to be represented in what we do, and your voice is essential both to our drive for progress and our drive for improvement. So after that rallying call, I have a few important thank yous to do. Firstly, I would like to acknowledge each of those on the platform today who are here, because they've taken time out of their busy schedules to be here to celebrate with you today. There's a slight little bit of selfishness in it, because I clearly remember my first day here with my membership with my parents and how proud I was and how proud they were. So I know and remember every time I have the privilege of standing up at these ceremonies how important a day it is. I'd also like to thank our examiners and boards, including those that lead and chair them. Una Coron of Peds, Mary Higgins in Obstetrics and Gynecology, Lucianne Behan in the Institute of Medicine, and Dara Whelan in Peds and OBS and Doc Health, and Louise Goyette in the Institute of Medicine. The college staff here today are among a staff of 170 who support us throughout our training and career trajectory and lifelong learning. So with, I think it's Emma and Harriet in the room on their behalf, I would like, on behalf of the new members and fellows, to thank them and our CEO, Audrey Houlihan, and the rest of the team for their continued and much appreciated work on our behalf. So thank you. It is also my pleasure to extend a Céad Míle Fáilte to our new members and guests, both here in the Corrigan Hall and those watching from a distance down in the Winter Hall. You've been very quiet in the Winter Hall. To celebrate the important career milestone with you. The emotional, financial and practical supports they and many more have given you, I know, are essential ingredients in your success. And I know that both you and we appreciate that. So on behalf of the new members sitting here, and on behalf of the college officers and the staff, I would like to thank those of you at the back of the hall representing those that have supported everybody. A sincere thank you all. At our core, the Royal College of Physicians of Ireland provides the highest standard and quality of training, lifelong education and learning which translates into the best quality of care for patients we look after. The future of this college depends on you, our new members. I hope in time you appreciate the opportunities open to you because of the career you've chosen in medicine. They are truly extraordinary, and your potential is unlimited. I sincerely hope you fulfill your own dreams and potentials. My congratulations to each of you on getting your membership. I hope you and your guests enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, President. And that completes the conferring ceremony for membership of the Royal College of Physicians of Ireland. We ask guests to remain here in the Corrigan Hall, and the platform party are going to lead out, followed by our new members for the group photograph. And we look forward to joining you all and meeting with you at a reception after that group photograph takes place. Thank you very much.